This video is brought to you by these fantastic sponsors, as well as Mobile Gaming News Network, mobilegamingnews.com, your one-stop shop for all your mobile gaming news, reviews, and information you can use. Head on over and sign up, and if you are inclined to write some articles, go ahead and sign up for that as well. We are always looking for more writers. But with that, let's get into the video. Greetings and welcome to the channel. I'm the Shotgun Shogun, and chances are that you came to my channel looking for Arknights knowledge. Now, I want to claim that I am not a professional in any way, shape, or form, but I am a guy on the internet, and as such, I'm going to put together a tier list, a modern solution for modern problems. You need a tier list. Let's say the game just came out. Let's say the game is a month old. Let's say the game is a year old, and you are looking for the best of the best. The tier 1, the tier triple S, the 5 stars and 6 stars. It's 6 stars, right? It's 6 stars. 6 stars. So you came to the right place because I have all of the best information. Now, a lot of people might say that this tier list isn't needed. This tier list isn't the best. But they're wrong, because this is the most important tier list that has ever been created, other than the tier list that I created previously, which is probably going to be linked somewhere in the description and or down in the comments. And that goes over all of the other characters in the tier list that is a tier list that you need, because this game needs a tier list. And we're going to start off with this tier list. And up first is going to be Amaya. Now, this is pretty much the staple character of the game. This is your main squeeze, your main girl. And some people think she's a donkey. People think she's a rabbit. I think she's got a pretty cool coat. She's got a pretty cool coat. I like coats. Like the hair, the one little long strand in the back. Pretty good. Got that little schoolgirl skirt going on. Now, when you go to her second ascension, she gets a little bit more risque here. She's got that little bit of wind going on. The jacket's floating back a little bit, looking a little bit of shock there on the face. But man, I'll tell you what, when you get to that third one, that third ascension, holy crap. Girl went from girl next door to girl's just gonna blow up your whole neighborhood. Got the cool fire pillars, got the serious look going on. Definitely going to put this girl into A tier for Amaya. Now, I'm going to say that I think that she's a rabbit, and a lot of people are going to be like, she's a donkey, and you are wrong. No, you are the ones who are wrong here. Next up is going to be Sora, and magical girl who also is an idol, which I definitely dig. She's got the magical girl idol peace sign going on there. She's got the microphone, which I also have. Not only that, but she looks like a pupperino, got a little bit of a pupperino tail. Somebody's gonna come in the comment section and say, actually, Shogun, she is not a pupperino. She is something completely different. Unfortunately, I can't read Chinese, so I don't know anything about the profiles. So sue me, she is a pupperino with some cute little pigtails, and that is going to go immediately up into A tier for me, because I love this third ascension where she turns into not only a magical girl, but she turns into, like, I don't know, man, like a witch or something. Like she's gonna like fly off on that microphone right there. Her ears get a little bit longer, which is kind of weird. Like if you're in the first one, she's kind of a pupperino, then she hits like the third one and goes like full on like rabbit ears. I don't know. She's got like the rabbit thing on the microphone too. Maybe she just literally changes animals as you go through it. I don't know, but definitely A tier for me. Next up is going to be Texas, and Texas, down where the barbecue is pretty good. And man, she's got a freaking lightsaber that's tight. Now you might be thinking, oh, is that her, smoking a little bit? No, it's Pocky, because apparently they, in some things she does, some things she doesn't. I don't know what they're doing with that, but you know what? When you get to the third one, you just get the double lightsabers going on. She's got the cool like ice fox thing behind her. That's going to be S tier for me. I like the lightsaber. I like the whole thing going on here. The coat with the like really short all the way up, thigh highs, short shorts, and just looking like an absolute badass. Now, next up is going to be Franca, and I actually hate this sword. I hate the whole logistics of this sword. I hate how long it is. I hate that, pretty sure that she wouldn't be able to unsheath this, and I know that is a really, really dumb thing to be concerned about. But I mean, just look at this. Like, how are you even making that work? How is that even working? Like, you're going to have to like go way too far out. It's longer than her arms. So you're not even going to be able to, like, you'd have to, I don't know, man. I don't know. And it bugs me, the like apathetic face look on here. I'm not really digging it. I do like the one thigh high thing, and then like the other is like all the way up. It's kind of like a little jarring, but not too bad. She's also rocking some high heels down there, which is a little all right. Now, she does seem to, in her third form, kind of, I don't know, get like a whole other set of stockings here. And I don't know, does she have like two swords here? It looks like she might have two swords. Maybe one of her swords gets shorter. I don't know, but you know what? She's a little bit of a thick secretary look got going on there. I'm going to give her a B for sure. Now, next up is going to be Liskarm, and I'm going to probably get a lot of these names wrong, and a lot of people are going to be like, yo, that is absolutely wrong. Now, I don't know what she is. She's got like a demon tail. She's got some demon horns. Maybe she's a dragon. I don't know, but I like it. She's also got a pretty good, she's got an attitude. Can tell like right from her face that she's not taking any crap from anybody. She's got that nice little supple thigh meat right above the thigh highs. And you know what? I dig that tail. Now, one thing I'm curious about here is that tail going off the side here, like off the, like to the side. And then is it out of the middle of her back? Is it right above her butt crack where it should be? What is it? Because tails bug me sometimes. Now, if you go to her final one, her tail looks like it comes from right out of her behind, but she's got some cool blue going on here. She's got like the big ice wings. This is going to be A tier as well. Now, next up is going to be Silence, and this is, what is she, an owl? Yeah, she's definitely looking like an owl, little smart girl with her glasses and her little helicopter thing over here. Nerd, but I like it. I dig it. I like the nerd look. The third form, where she's all with the thing, she's got like her little gun, her little helicopter thing is a little bit out there, but unfortunately not really big on the owls. So she's gonna go into B tier, mostly because she's kind of like, I don't know, man. I don't know. A little boring for me. Next up is going to be Zima. And this is not only a really hot bear girl, but is also a very, very bad alcoholic drink in the United States. And you know what? Unfortunately for the alcoholic drink in the United States, this one is way better and definitely something that I would much rather party with. Now, I got a little soft spot for bear girls because I just want to ruffle her hair and play with those ears. Plus, she's got that little red streak, which means that girl is probably down to party 100%. She's got a little bit of that like kind of dead look, like she ain't gonna give you like no craps about anything in the first form. Now you go to the third form and she is just all about the bear, the Soviet look going on here. Plus, she's got the red tights, man. I'm digging the red tights. I like the red brown aesthetic. She's cracking like a little bit of emotion in the third one. And I mean, she's got axes, dude. Axes in that cool flag. Definitely going to be up here in S tier for me. Now, the next one up is Ptilopsis. She's a moth, dude. She's a moth. There's a couple of these names that I'm not even going to remotely try to pronounce correctly because it's not going to happen. Now, those eyes, man, I don't know that I could do that. Those eyes just kind of stare into your soul, which, I mean, I guess maybe moths do that. I don't know. But I like the colors. I like the colors on her first one, the orange and everything like that. And then like you get to her third one and she's like an owl now. Cause like she looks like a moth kind of in the first one. I guess I can see the owl. And somebody's going to be like, no, dude, she was an owl from the very get-go. And I can see that. And then you get to the third one. She goes all blue and icy. Got the little like owl thing coming up out of her staff. Now, I definitely like the third version of her, the further on one than the first one. Still has a little bit of the orange, but replaced the orange with some blue. Got some different hair. Got a little electric ice owl coming out of her staff. Gonna go with a B tier because owls. I'm not, looks a little boring. I don't really like that top. I don't really like her top very much. Kind of like just one of those like, I don't know, boring dresses. I think she looks actually way better in her first form than her other one. Next up is going to be Blue Poison. And you know what? I'm going to say that I'm pretty sure that she is of age, but this is not really doing much for me here. A little on the under endowed side. I definitely like the second version better than her first version, because the first version, she's just got like a little crossbow and it's all about the needles and stuff like that. I kind of dig these shoes though. Like I would rock a pair of those shoes, but I'm not really feeling this. You know what? She's going to get a C for, you know what, actually, I'm going to put her in the D tier for don't really want any of that. I will say that in her second form, her hair's a little bit better, but, I don't know how really that coat's going to work with, like, those glass bottles and stuff at the bottom of them. Just seems like a bad time. Also, what happened to your tights? Why do they have cuts in the knees? Why is just part of it down? I don't know. So many things to explain. Next up is going to be Lappland, and as a matter of fact, this is going to be where Lappland goes. Lappland's going to go into triple S because Lappland is heart right here. Not only does she have some amazing hair, but I love the look. I like that scar. Oh my god, dude, that is just amazing scar. Those swords are super sick. She's got that super long hair. Definitely like the two little clippy boys up in her hair. And then you get to like her third ascension and she just wrecks out that whole protractor. She's about to do some math on you, and she's got that like just crazy look in her eyes with the scar, with everything else going on here. Plus, like I said, she's just ready to do some math. She's got like the double wolf shadow things coming out of the side. Yeah, that's triple S worthy 100%. And next up is going to be Specter. And at first, you know what? I was like, man, she's like kind of got like that orca feel, right? Because you could see it, like kind of looks like you're just like an orca. I don't know, man. It just kind of looked like it. But boom, you hit that third one. Sharks. She's a ghost shark, apparently. And you know what? She's got the crazy nun look going on. And once you hit that third ascension and you see those like belted thigh highs with the tights underneath it, and it's all underneath that jacket, that is double S right there. I'm glad I added both of those in because they were going to be needed. Like, girl, definitely digging it. I like the really long hair with like the kind of super loose braid at the end. You got the like crazy eyes. I guess I kind of see like the shark teeth on the hood of her. Still think they could have went with like an orca feel because just kind of felt that way. Next up is going to be Project Red, and Project Red's got a pretty sweet ass coat, dude. I would absolutely rock this coat, no questions asked. Now, if you go to her third one, she just is like still there. She just put her hood down, and now she's got a cool ass wolf with a bag that just says fist, even though it doesn't look like she's using her fist because she's just chucking daggers, which I like that as a long range thing. I feel like you would run out of daggers, but it doesn't matter if you hit your target and then they die. So you know what? I'm gonna give her an A tier just for the coat. I'm gonna bump her up to, oh, this was triple S. We got to fix that. You girls are just S, not triple S. Somebody's going to be like, hey, you have 2 triple S tiers in here. You know what? That's fine. So triple S is all the way up there at the top. We fixed it. Her coat still looking sweet. If anybody can actually just get me a coat like that, I would rock that. I do like those boots too. Her legs look a little small though. So next up is going to be Provence. At first I thought it was like Providence, but man, look at this tail, dude. That is like some fluffy tail and a half here. Like the rest of that dude, those hips, extra thick. That's like 3 C's on those hips, and just that little bit of leg right there at the top, the little bit of thigh, those chaps. I guess they're chaps. I don't actually know what you would call those pants, but just showing off all of that there. Clearly she is wearing some underpants, but there's not a ton there in the middle that's left to the imagination. I do really like the ponytail that's just kind of like wrapped around in the front, around that hood. This is going to be an S tier for me 100%. But before we end, let's just go to her second one where, it does show. Okay, so she gets rid of her chaps, puts her hood down a little bit more. I do like that she has little ear holes for her hood. I don't know why her Wolfie boy is blind here, but whatever. She's just rocking some lingerie there. She does not have much in the way of armor and or clothing around that midsection, but she's got a cloak and she's got a cool crossbow. So still gonna be S tier for me. And next up is going to be All Might. And if you don't get that reference, it is something that I came up with during the closed beta. And Nearl is just my girl. This is basically Darkness as a super cute Pegasus girl. I love the big bushy tail. I like the torn up dress with all of the armor because it's nice. It's a nice aesthetic. It leaves a lot to the imagination. Not only that, but like I just dig the fact that she has that like cool mace with like that turns into, I don't know, what is this, like a big grappling hook pickaxe thing, has like all the shields around her in that second form, just looking really, really hot here. Definitely giving her the double S treatment for Shotgun Shogun. Next up is going to be Indra, and dude, I fell in love with Indra literally the first time I saw her. She's got 2 like punch dagger fist weapons with like the points on both sides. Just absolute brawler. Got the torn up pants, got the knee pads because she knows that she is going to be up in it. Definitely my type of girl. She even has like the foot strap there, which I mean might just be a tracking device because she probably did some stuff that got her into trouble. She's got the face scar. She's got that like look in her eyes. I don't know what's going on with her shirt, like if it's supposed to be that way or if she just like woke up and was like, you know what, I'm not even gonna button this correctly today because I don't give 2 F's whatsoever. She's got the chain coming up there in the middle, so I mean I guess like worst case, if she loses her punch dagger, she could just pop that chain off, start beating people to death with it. And even then, like when she rolls into like her second form, she's got a tiny little fucking cute tiger, and she's just like, it's time, boys. It's time to bring some pain. She's going up there into triple S with Lappland, and somebody's gonna be like, there seems to be something very going on with a triple S tier that is this your aesthetic right here? It is. Next up is going to be Firewatch, and Firewatch is just like a cute little deer sniper, and I definitely dig it. I don't really like the one eye open, one eye closed thing at the very beginning, but I guess I get it. And she's like a crossbow sniper, which seems really odd because I don't know how far you can go with those, but you know what? Who am I to judge? Because once she hits that final ascension form here, I just love it. Just very calm, very ready to snipe. She's seen some stuff. She's got some dead eyes, but she knows she's got a job to do, and it is to hit things from a mile away. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give her a B because not really doing much for me here. Very green look. I mean, I kind of like the hair, but at the same time, she's got kind of like a grandma sweater going on in the first one, and I don't know, just kind of not really digging that forest aesthetic. Might hide a bit from me, kind of, yeah, we're going to go to Vulcan next. So Vulcan is going to immediately hit a couple of my buttons. Big shield with an axe on it, just in case you need an axe. And she has a big mace. And one of my favorite things are just big maces, big hammers, just beating things to death. And like I said, she comes equipped with, oh, I lost my mace in this guy's face. Let me just grab my axe off of this shield. Or I guess she could just like axe somebody with her shield. I kind of like the broken horn, means that she's been in some stuff. And girl has a robot leg. That means that she has definitely seen some things. She has been out there in the battle. And then like once she gets to the second form, she's got the collar going on. She's got the little bit of like corrupt like stuff on her face. Now, granted, looks a little bit on the young side, but you know what? It doesn't matter. She got 2 axes. Oh no, it's an axe and a sword. Dude, does she just have extra weapons inside of her shield? That is double S for multiple weapons. She's a bull. She's got the bull thing going on here. Definitely digging that. Definitely, oh man, love it. Love it. I like to, she's got like the double layer coat going on, popping both of those collars. Up next is going to be Nightmare, and Nightmare just looks a little too on the young side. We're not going to touch this. She might not be. She's got those big socks though. I do like the big socks, but even going into her third form, even though she's got the double eyes, like the whatever chromatic eyes, definitely looking a little on the underage side, and we are going to play it safe on this one, boys. Up next is going to be Skyfire, and this one is voiced by, I believe, Rin Tosaka's voice actress, so that's an automatic double S. Not only that, but she's got the very military look to her, very prim, very proper. She looks like she has thighs that melt steel beams, much like her voice actress. She's got the one little hoop in her ear, which means that while she's prim and proper, she's also down to party. And once you hit that second form, once you hit that extra form, it is really hot, if you will. Girl's got a lava sight thing, X pole arm, and that is pretty hot. She's a caster, and I definitely dig this whole aesthetic. You also get to see those tights going up a little bit. Got a little bit of fire burn down there on the bottom. It's got a little lava cat there. A little bit of a lava cat. So that's definitely double lesson for me. Next up is going to be Warfarin, and Warfarin is a little vampire girl. And she's got her staff is just a transfusion thing. Now, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to say that she's not a lolly because she's a vampire, and we can touch that. I definitely like in the third version where she gets like the blood vampire wings going. That is pretty aesthetic AF right here. Got a little bit more on the staff. However, I do feel like if you're hitting people with that thing for any reason whatsoever, your blood's going to go away, and that's probably not going to be very good for you. I'm going to put her in the C, though, because can't really see myself worrying too much about her. I also like the fact that literally her shirt says vampire, as if you didn't know already that she was a vampire. It just had to remind you, like, hey, guess what? This girl's a vampire, in case you didn't pick up on that. Cliffheart has a stupid hat. I hate Cliffheart's hat. I like just about everything else about Cliffheart. I feel like if she had a more sizable hat, like a hat that fit her better, maybe even like a little tiny hat or something along those lines, maybe like a headband, something like that, I would much prefer this. Now, I do like the whole grappling hook thing. Obviously, she's a climber because Cliff, but she's also super fast, and she's got those boots with the fur, which is very, very important for particular reasons. Now, I'm going to go out here and I'm going to say that, Cliffheart is good and all of that, but I'm going to put you in C for Cliff. If you didn't have such a silly hat, you would have been a B to A tier, easy peasy. Now, Paramanics is just looks like I want to just snuggle with her super hard. She looks like she would be very, very comfy, but she also looks super depressed. So while I would be cuddling with her, she'd be like, does anything really matter? Now I do like the front here where it shows off those nice little thighs and everything like that. Again, she also has the boots with the fur, but those eyes are a little bit on the dead side in that first one. Now, once you get to her third version, she looks like she is all about Christmas. She's going to be decorating your house really well. She does look like she cheers up a little bit here, but not too much. She's gonna be making sure that you get that topper on your tree. She's gonna be a bee for me. Now moving on to Estina. Estina does not look like I should be messing with her too much. She's going to go into the do not touch tier. However, I like the aesthetic. I like the younger, storybook, smart kid that probably is just way better at everything than me and is just going to call me a baka a lot. But you know what? You're going to go there. Croissant, you looking like a dinner roll, because I wanna eat that. Those shorts don't leave too much to the imagination. Neither does that top. Now she's got the cool little there might be goggles. I'd assume they're goggles, some sort of eye mask that she can bring down with the little horns, and boom, she's giving you the thumbs up. So everything is going to be all right. Now, she doesn't wear any socks down here. I don't know what's going on with that, but those shoes look like something from Back to the Future from the 90s. And like I said, there's not too much going on with those shorts that is hiding anything. Got that nice little midriff on, and she's got the fang, dude. So she's got the fang, you gotta bang. That's pretty much how that goes. And I do really enjoy the second version of her where she busts out that power hammer, and she's got the visor thing going on again. And you know what? I'm just gonna put her up here in S tier, because just looking like an absolute snack, my girl. Platinum is going to be up next, and this is going to be an archer. She's going to be an archer girl. Very, very dead in the face again. It feels like a lot of the archers in this, a lot of the long range people just have seen some stuff. They've seen some things, and they're here to do work. They're going to do it. They're going to do work. Now, I really, really enjoy the white hair look. I like what she's got going on here. She looks like, she's like Nearl's sister, something along those lines. Somebody's going to come in and write me an essay about her entire backstory. However, there's not a whole lot going on up top. She's got this one really big sleeve. Now, she might have that big sleeve on the other side, but I can't see because she's pulling an arrow out. Now let's take a look at her second one. I still can't see whether or not she has that one big sleeve. And you know what? A little bit of a flat behind. I'm not really seeing much of that booty down there, but I do like her second form, the ascended form, just because it's got the chest pieces, everything like that. I feel like she's super serious, super business. But you know what? Maybe you can break her out of that mode. I'm going to put her into C, because just not for me. Now up next is going to be Manticore, and I can already tell you right now, I like a lot of what Manticore is bringing to the table. She's got that subtle boob shelf that in the first one she's kind of resting her hands on it, so even though you can't see it very well because of the shawl thing that she's wearing, because it's all covered up, you can tell that it's there, and that's nice. Not only that, but man, she's got that V going on around the midriff down into those short little pants. Not only that, but she's got that big tail, and I feel like she could just use that as a seat. Now the tail and the hair wings a little bit on the weird side. I feel like she would have a hard time like getting into bed, wearing hats, or like walking through doors or getting into cars or something along those lines, which is probably why she's a little sad. Now her eyes are freaking huge and she's got like the elf ear thing going on. But you know what? That is not going to deter me in any way, shape, or form, because like once you get to her next form, she puts on like, I guess like a whole other outfit, and it's just really, really frightening here. And I'm scare roused. I'm scare roused by Manticore, and you know what? Get you an Ascension 1 in the streets, Ascension 2 in the sheets. She's going to be S tier for me. Meteorite is going to be the one we are looking at now. And again, it's with the unemotional like face on these snipers. Why does she have her ID in her hand? What's she doing? Aren't you supposed to be on the battlefield? You're going to lose that. How are you going to get in the door if you don't have that? Now, I'm not really digging this like sweater thing that she has going on up here at the top. I like this skirt, and I like these thigh highs, and I like that on the one thigh here, you've got like the extra, like it just shows like the booty and then like that booty meat. And that's really nice, but I don't know what's going on with her, with the ID, with like the weird sweater thing. And I don't think sweaters do that. I have seen sweaters and I've worn sweaters, not grandma sweaters, but I have seen and worn sweaters before. And I don't think sweaters conform to bodies like that. Now, if you go into her second one, she's explosions. It just explosions everywhere, and she's still okay. Never mind. She put her ID around her neck so that it wouldn't go anywhere. Now, I'm gonna say her second form, way better. Explosions alone get you put into A tier. Again, not really digging the top. The skirt's good. The thigh highs are good. So just get yourself a better top, and make sure that you hold on to your ID so that you can get into places and people don't have to let you in. Next up is going to be Grani, and Grani isn't really a granny. Grani looks like about, a younger girl. Police looks like she, who she should hang out with. She should hang out with Rap Master Shaw, or actually she should hang out with Plume, because that's a lot of belts. That's a lot of belts on that jacket. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure that jacket was just made out of belts, all just sewn together. Why do you have so many belts? Why do you need so many belts? I do really like the visor thing. I like the shoulder armor. I like the pole arm type deal that she has going on here. And I do like in her ascended form, where she's kind of like, boom, I've got like this lance type deal. I'm digging that, and I don't know really what's going on with her pants at all. Like, I don't know if she has pants, if she's just wearing some chaps, but you know what? Just gonna be B tier for me. That's what it's gonna be. Next up is gonna be Savage, and I actually like Savage a lot. Savage reminds me of like Amaya's like kind of aunt or sister or something along those lines. Probably I'm gonna go with like aunt. This is going to be Amaya's aunt. I'm sure that it's not, but in my head canon, this is Amaya's aunt. And I know that this is like a power hammer, but like the first time I saw it, I was like, bro, is that a mop? Is this girl got like a power mop? Is she going to be like a power maid, like just rolling through, just, doing some stuff, maiding some stuff up? And then you see her ascended picture and you're just like, ooh, damn, got some armpit going on there. Her cloak's all singed up. You know what? This is easily double S tier. You know what? No, Savage is pretty savage. We're going to put triple S we're going to go triple S with this, because not only is she rocking that, she's got like the like latex thigh highs up to the mid. Then she's got the tights up into the skirt, up into the tight top. You got that armpit going on. You got a power hammer. Things are exploding behind her. That top is tight, and she's got that white hair, which, you know what, that triggers a lot for me. Next up is going to be Feater, and a lot of people have been talking to me about this in my comment section. They're like, hey, this is how you actually say this. This is why, you know, it's called this. Apparently, like, pandas ate iron back in China, and you know what, that doesn't matter. She's immediately triple S because of this aesthetic, the Chinese dress, like the casual, like, high top kicks with like the jacket, and she just punches things with giant, huge metal claws, or not claws, but big metal fists. And then you go to her other form, and she drops that coat around the midsection, starts throwing up the high kicks, karateing, and easy panda. She's got the short-ish hair that's up in like the ponytails in this look, and damn, just so good. So good. They could not have done any better with this character, in my opinion. Mayor is going to be clocking in at the next one, and Mayor is kind of a nerd. Let's be real here. Mayor is a little bit of a nerd. I can see Mayor being like a Twitch streamer with like her whole setup, kind of like my backpack every so often, but she's got cool little robot dogs, and well, they're like ferrets or something like that, weasels, I don't know. But overall, I kind of like her aesthetic, as like in general. I like the coat, but she's not waifu in my opinions. I'm gonna put her down here into D tier. Like, she's gonna be like your friend, and she's going to give you good advice, but really, I don't know, man. Like, she's a little bit too into like all the technology, things like that. And she's probably got things handled herself. I mean, her next version with like the explosions and everything like that is pretty cool, but I feel like, I don't know, man, she would probably have those things like watching, and I don't, and yeah. Anyways, next up, we're going to have Astesia, which I think is supposed to be Anastasia. I don't know. There's like a couple different translations on this, so we're just going to call her Anastasia for now. And you know what? A little bit too princessy. I like the dress. I like the outfit, like the fencer thing with like the orb is kind of cool aesthetically, but it's not really my jam. Very like ice princessy, and I can see this being, you know, pretty cool, pretty hot, but a little bit too prim and proper for me. I'm gonna put her down in C tier, unfortunately. So yeah, the dress is cool. I dig like some of the stuff going on. I like the bird aesthetic she's got going on there, like the ice birds and the fencer thing, but definitely would not be my waifu of choice here. But Breeze is bringing a lot of things that I like to this layout here. And unfortunately, I don't think I have like an icon here for Breeze. So you know what? We're just going to use Lancet. We're going to use Lancet 2 for Breeze because I don't have an icon, but I'm going to put Breeze into like S tier because I like the hair. I like the messy hair. I like the corset thing going on here. I like the one leg belt. She's got like the mid calf socks with like just the casual shoes, and she's got these like weird belt things, but it goes with like her frilly skirt dress. She's got like the ribbon up here. I just really dig a lot of what she's got going on in her first version, and in her further version, you can see a little bit more of the exposed shoulder. You got the ribbon up in the hair. You've got the foxes rolling around her, and you know what? It's just, I dig it. It's pretty solid for me. S tier, which Lancet actually is probably S tier 2 as well. So easy right there. And we got Swire. we're gonna go with Swire, and I like a lot of the things here, but I don't know, man. She's got like some chain stuff hanging out there. She's got like the cool extra big coat, and it's only on like one arm, and then it's like over the other shoulder. So I don't know how that's gonna work. But she's got the drill hair, and that's always something that I really enjoy is like the drill hair, like the big double drills. And then she's got like the drills down here. She's also got herself like a little helicopter up there. And I think these are all just like books that are chained together. Now, dragging that chain is going to be real noisy, real annoying. But you know what? That's okay. I like the whole rest of it's got going on here. She does look like a bit of a princess. She definitely looks like she likes the finer things in life, which I'm probably not going to be able to afford, but I definitely do enjoy a lot of what she's got going on there. Plus she's got the little fangs. So you know what? You're going to get A tier for me, mostly because I don't think that I could afford what you've got going on. In her later version, I do like the fact that those books turn into like a cool, like, I don't know, mace, like ball chain thing with like the spikes on it. That's really cool. And I do like like I said, I like the drill, and it does look like she's got money just flying up out of that purse. So definitely, again, somebody that I probably cannot afford. I mean, hell, look at that thing on her tail. That's probably worth quite a bit of gacha money in the first place. So going up next, we got Glaucus. We're going to say Galactus. I'm going to call her Galactus. And what even is this weapon that she has? It's like some sort of like weird freeze ray thing, I guess, going on here. I do like the kind of like ice princess. She's probably got, that's probably like a lollipop type thing that she's rocking there. I like the blue aesthetic to her. She looks really cold. I don't know what's going on her head though. Like, is that like, I guess it's a hood, but her ears are coming through the hood, and then like the hood comes down and like her hair's there. I don't know what's going on with that hood, and I'm trying to look like what, yeah, confusing, but like, I don't know what this weapon is. Is it supposed to like freeze people? What is going on here? Even when you go into like the further version, like, you still really don't know for sure. And it is a lollipop that she's rocking down there, but like Raytheon weapon, and maybe it freezes people. I don't know. Not really able to tell. But in the second version, she definitely has some thigh meat going on. I like the water like aesthetic on her outfit. Still not really sure what's going on with her hair, but now it doesn't look like a hood. Kind of looks like she's got like a hair, like a hair thing that goes over. I don't know. I'm really confused by this girl. I'm going to go into C for confused. So we're going to be looking at Ceylon next. And Ceylon is your very prim, proper debutante ball lady with the prim and proper outfit. And you know what? I've seen enough things. Basically, even her second version with like the bluebirds and stuff like that. I've seen enough dojins to know that she is probably very prim and proper in the streets, and the complete opposite in the sheets. However, she does look like the kind of girl that would be very much into like dominating whoever it is that she is into, and you would have to do things based on what it is that she wants. She doesn't very often hear no, and I'm sure that that's just kind of how that goes. I'm going to put you into C tier as well, because again, I like my waifus a little bit more on the rough and tumble side. So we're going to, speaking of rough and tumble, let's go into Shen. And I think I got that right. Shen. And I'm going to say right now, I love these little lava horn things that she's got going on here. She is very much like, she's got double swords. She's got her like shin protector things, which aren't actually part of her shoes. At first I thought they were, but then I realized that they weren't. And you know what? I really, really enjoy this. I like the coat in like the second version, and she's got like the 2 swords out. The one sword's glowing. She looks like just a certified BA plus. I mean, she's got that whole dragon aesthetic thing going on, and I like me some dragon girls. Plus she's got her top shows off. It's like one of those shirts that just kind of comes down, has the collar, but you can see the armpit there. Tiny little shorts going on. You know what? You're going to easily go up into double S tier for me on that one. Moving on, we've got Blaze, and I can tell you right now, Blaze is just yeah. Blaze has a freaking chainsaw. There's not a lot that gets me going, revving me up, much like a girl with a chainsaw. And not only is it a chainsaw, but it's like a chainsaw pole arm, right? So if you look at her other version, like literally has this chainsaw with like a giant like pole on it. So that's just in case like chainsawing you up close is not good enough. She can chainsaw you from a distance. Not only that, but like she's got that whole like, you know, wiping the blood off of her face. She's got her like warning symbol going on there. She is ready to do some work. And I am about that. I like the white coat. Again, she's one of those people too who's got the shirt, but you know what? She's going to have some nice armpit there. She's got the one thigh high way up. She's got a bunch of belts all over her. And a lot of this is definitely doing it for me. Mostly the chainsaw. You're going to get triple S just because you are killing people with a chainsaw. Next up is going to be Bootleg Mercy. And this is a Exusiai, probably saying that pretty wrong, but like Exusiai Bootleg Mercy, I definitely enjoy like her second version. However, she's just too saintly for me. I know she's not really, but you know what? Oh man, this second version where she's got like the gun wings is excessively hot. And I do feel like if you were to waifu her, she looks super innocent, but it's like one of those things where you're like, bruh, I need to corrupt that. But she also needs head pads. She's going to go into S tier for me. Bootleg Mercy. Siege. Oh, Siege. You have a lot of the things that I like. You have a hammer. You have the collar. You have the one shoulder under your jacket to signify how much of a badass you are. You have the tiny little shorts. You have the look of disgust of me being like, hey, I really, really like you. And you're like, huh, disgusting. And when you go into your next version, you have literal lions with cybernetic parts. This is your gang. You're getting head pats from Lion. You are triple S tier for me. Absolutely. You are just a certified BA. You are you're so good. Siege is the best. Please step on me. Next up is going to be Ifrit. And this one, boom, don't touch. Do not touch. As much as I like this Nobunaga looking gun lolly, definitely not touching. Go with the head pats. I really do like the kind of, with her horns, she's got like the pixelated type thing going on. Definitely reminds me of like a Nobunaga character. I love the gun. I love the whole thing that she's got going on here. It is very, very aesthetically pleasing. Hoshiguma, I don't know what's going on with this shield. Like, she's got a triangle shield. She's got, you know, just an interesting aesthetic here. She's got like the one horn, like the Oni type feel going on. I do kind of like the black outfit that she has going on here. Now, I will say this, like her feet are in a very odd position and kind of bugs me a little bit. Her gloves are a little bit on the big side, and that's in her first version. Now in her second version, where she's got like the one Oni horn, she's got like the Oni thing behind her, you can kind of tell that she like spins her triangle shield, and that's how like she gets like a lot of her protection. I don't know how I feel about like the way she's kind of doing her thing here. Overall, I kind of like it. I wish that she had a secondary horn, but I find it interesting that she has the triangle shield. She's gonna get a B from me. She's all right. She's all right. Nothing super special here. Shining, however, the tattered hobo looking healer with just the dead look in her eyes. She's got the horn thing going on here. She's got like the cool like sword staff thing going on. Again, I don't know like what her shirt's doing. I don't think that that's how boobs work, but you know what, artist, you do you. She's got like a decent amount of belts, not Final Fantasy level belts, but then you bring her to her next version and she's just like, oh, boom, what's up? Everything's off. Check out my long, super long hair. I don't look so much like a hobo anymore. And this is a cool sword. And I definitely dig that. I like the look of all of this. I like the two long front tendrils, very elf-like. And you know what? That's gonna get a double S. A double S from me, dog. Next up is going to be Nightingale. And I know that like a lot of people kind of like this whole like, I don't know, Snow White, like long hair, sweater. She's got the Virgin Killer sweater thing going on probably with like all the white and the frills and everything like that. But that really, I don't know if that really does it necessarily for me. You got like the caged bird, like the innocence thing going on. And I like my girls a little bit more rough and tumble. I don't want somebody that I have to protect. I want somebody that's just going to like pick me up and just be like, this is mine. I'm protecting this. And I feel like Nightingale would be very kind of like, oh, woe is me. I'm in this cage and life sucks. And I would get really, really bored with that. She's going to be D tier. B, D tier for me tier. And next up is going to be Ejiphigiella. Not going to try to pronounce that name anymore. And going to not touch that because even though she's making things explode and she's got a cool like scythe looking staff going on here. She's sheep. She's got a lot of, I don't know what's going on underneath that burnt skirt, but the FBI wants to know your location. I know it's supposed to be like, you know, sheep fur and everything like that, but just imagine the amount of landscaping you will have to do in order to, you know what, we're going to go on to the next one. That's what we're going to do. And this is Sora. And I like this shield, like right up. It looks like a riot shield. She's got this like weird like star dragon tail and like the horns that like come around her head. That's pretty sweet. Although I don't know what's going on with this like outfit because like the most ridiculous arms. Like she's like this, right? And like, what is this arm over here? Like, what is her arm doing? Like, what is up with this jacket? Like, this is the stupidest jacket skirt looking thing. And you got like a zipper that doesn't go all the way up at all. Like what is even going on with this first version? Everything you got here is pretty aesthetic except for this outfit. Like that's the dumbest outfit ever. And it doesn't get too much better. It gets a little bit better when you go to the next form because like you can actually see her arm. And for some reason the sleeve is transparent, but it's freaking huge. Like why do you need that much arm? Like if it fit better and it was just like, hey, check out my sick trench coat. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool. But like, that's too much. That's too much arm. Your arm would not fit right in that. And yeah, like this is the dumbest outfit. The dumbest outfit ever. You lose points for a dumb outfit. You're going into B tier, even though I really like everything else that you have going on. Get yourself some better clothes. Now, who do we have next? This is Mostema. Mostema? That is what? Why? That's such a silly name. Okay, so Mostema, who I also don't have an icon for. So you're gonna be Ace. We're gonna put you here for the moment. Mostema is like bootleg Mercy. And this is going to be like Exusiai, but a little bit on the darker side. Doesn't actually have doesn't actually have like the whole wing thing going on here. But she is a super cool dragon. She's like, oh, you know what's better than one staff that's on fire? Boom, two staves. It's two staves that are on fire. And she's got like some time aesthetic and like just a extra big ass dragon. And her halo goes from like normal halo to like, bro, I'm gonna just do some time magic stuff halo. And you know what, you're ace and you're gonna go up in double S for me. Like I really, she goes from like, you know what, oh man, I'm just got this cool little furry thing on, you can't really see any, you know, my pants or anything like that, to boom, get destroyed, giant time dragon, Magellan. No, there's no E in it. Magellan, you also suffer from really dumb outfit syndrome. And I know that deep down you're probably rocking something good here. And I'm going to find that out here in a minute. I don't know what's going on with your boots in this version, but like, what? Like, coats don't do this. Coats don't just come straight down like in real life. They don't. The front doesn't do that unless that front is like, unless there's literally a thing inside that makes it retain this form. Coats don't do that at all. And even in your next form where like the top of your coat comes down, which I don't think coats do that either, but I guess yours does. You're rocking an okayness here. You're a little bit of, you know, I get it. You're a nerd. You're out here like surveying things. You got the little penguin dude here on your inside of your jacket, but I don't get it, man. Oh, okay. These are some skis. You got some ice skates down here on your shoes. So that's also going to make it really hard for you to stand in one place. Just going to throw that out there. It'd be kind of cool though if they were like Heelys where you could like pop them out or something like that. But I don't like a lot of what you got going on here. You're going to be D tier for dumb. Your outfit's dumb. Scotty is 100% a Dragoon. This is a Final Fantasy character if I have ever seen one. She jumps really, really high and then falls down with her lance. And that is absolutely 100% what she does. However, she is an orca. Why you would think that Specter was the orca? No, she is the orca. I like the orca look, and I kind of like this second version where she's got like the sword, and for some reason she's got it between her legs, and like the sword's kind of cool. Like I said, she looks like a dragoon to me, and I really dig that whole aesthetic. I'm gonna put you in A though, because yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Like I like the long hair for sure. The frilly arm thing. Yeah. I don't know if that's my thing. Angelina is not drawn very well in either version. She's very, I don't know. It feels like an almost unfinished drawing to me. And I also feel like she's kind of boring a little bit. Her first version, super boring. Like, this is the kind of girl that sits in the back of the class and likes the main protagonist, but the main protagonist doesn't ever look at her because she's just got a big coat and some big gloves, and she's not very, very outstanding in any way, shape, or form. And even after she, like, you know, transforms a little bit and takes off, like, a little bit of her coat, that's still not that great. She looks like she's just in some gym clothes, and you're going to get a D from me. That is what I'm going to get. And last but not least is Schwartz. And okay, there's not much to hide here. I don't know too much of what's going on. She's got like a cool scarf up there and like literally a transparent like parka like raincoat thing going on here. With like a just random belt off of the one side for no good reason. She's an archer, but she's got like a nice little bit of like face emotion going on there. She's like kind of back. So like she's got like the weird boob shelf thing going on, but she's got like the suspenders that actually keep her tiny little pants up. And those thighs are some thick thighs. And you know, they say thick thighs save lives, and I'm pretty sure that she saves quite a few. And if you go into her next version, like her crossbow goes from like reasonable to why does this thing have a bayonet on it? Why? Reasons. That's why. Not only that, but check it out. I've got another fucking crossbow on my other hand, and my tiny little shorts, still tiny little shorts. And now I went from like kind of a bit of an emotion to everybody in the vicinity is going to be dead. Just 100% dead, because you have a massive like crossbow of mass destruction, and all of your bolts are just kind of coming out of the back of your thing, and for some reason you still have this random red belt strap thing just kind of coming off of your stuff. So there you guys have it. That is where we're going to put shorts. You're going to be double S for me, because yeah, that's what we're going to get. So there you guys have it. That was my opinions on the best 5 and 6 stars in this entire game, and the very, very stringent rules around that in my ranking. And I'm sure that you guys are going to come in here and be like, but Shogun, you don't understand. Here is the reason why this character is actually waifu. And I actually really enjoy reading those, because you guys know way more about this than I do, because I can't read most of the things, and a lot of them are not even going to be out on global yet. But there you guys go. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Can you tell the kind of girls that I put into Triple S? Not only that, but maybe Ace is actually the true double S here. Anyways, guys, I hope you did like this. I am super hype to get into this game, and I hope you are as well. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy, homies. Peace.